Previously on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Alrighty, let's go into the Undercity. Or further into the Undercity, I should say. Oh, those are...
Help! It's right behind me! Help!
Hurry, Hindar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time!
Open the gate.
can't.
I will open the gate. I'll
Too
help.
close.
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all.
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I'm laughing at the fact that
Not
like
while the
she like
rakghouls
suddenly
are
like
still
either
there.
snapped backwards or like teleported slightly to the side. Open the gate. I'll kill the
You
rakghouls.
risk your life for a stranger?
Technically, I agree if you,
I'll open
even
the
though on the
gate
light
for you,
side,
but you
I say
gotta
the
be
lives of the
quick.
few do
In
not
a few
weigh the
seconds,
lives of the
I must
many,
close
but...
and lock it again.
Hurry, while the gate is still open. You must save Hindar.
Oh shit. Carve?
Damn, I feel sick.
Carve, please shoot the thing.
How'd you like that?
Oh! Fuck you, RNG! We could have saved him! Oh, that I have never had that man actually die on me. I am actually upset by that. But I like, Oh,
What?
I actually feel upset by that. Like I did
No!
like
Hindar, no!
I literally did all I could.
Please, just leave me alone with my grief.
I'm sorry, I got hello, damn, I got screwed by RNG and missed. Oh my god, had I not missed my attack like twice, I would have been able to help. Oh, I feel so
A
bad.
horrible fate for...
And now, hello, you beautiful magical creatures. NecromanticWater here, and thank you for jumping on my playthrough of KOTOR. Last time we made it
Please,
to the
you have to help
Undercity.
me.
Oh,
Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me.
oh, I was like,
but
where
I
are
can't
you?
just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
Wait, calm down.
Me and Zalbar,
Tell
we
me
were
what's
just
going on.
wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off.
Aw.
I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
Do you know where they took him?
I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
If I hope you find Zalbar, will you help me get into the Vulcar base?
It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulcar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or
Okay.
worse.
No
Do
problem.
you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulcar compound.
Oh, how convenient that they both exist in the sewer. Yay. Level 3 mission? Really? You think you'd be higher than that? I actually don't know what to put for mission. But it looks like her build is to be Dex. Are you also just going to be a gun user? Fine, you can. Yeah, you could use that stealth stuff that I won't use. Actually, no. No stealth allowed. Really? really? Why are you not? Karf, I don't like how you're a higher level than me. I'm the protagonist. I'm supposed to be the highest level. In fact, usually I am. It's really weird how he's not. Alright, you know what? Even though it's gonna be less damage, let's just give you, like, big gun. Why not? Wait, what feats do you have before I actually do that? You don't. Actually, you do have blaster rifle. But you don't have the dual weapon thing. Guess it'll be fine for now. But just use your gun for now, mission.
I'm here.
I guess. Because I don't really have a... Well, I do have a sword, but I don't really feel like giving swords.
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
Why are you red? What armor do you have that's red? That's cool as hell. Look, I have the security papers.
Security papers? Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? They should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the rakghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of rakghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control.
You said you lost a patrol already?
Oh, is that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die.
Why don't you just give up on the search?
Hey, I'd never disobey my orders.
I don't know why I
I'm
suggested
a fan
that.
of court-martials and executions. I was just talking, you know. Nothing anyone has to mention to the commander. Come on, patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
Huh. I fully expected a fight, but okay. Oh no. There will be a lot of this grenade usage. I really should have switched to Karf for that. Don't you poison me. More importantly, don't miss the stupid damage rolls. Game, why am I just stuck in place? Look at you, Karf. Just end mission technically, because you also have a guide. I'm just here to be a tank. You just blast them, and I'll be good. Hey, the serum! Also, because I'm level 4 and I mentioned to hold levels, I'm not going to level up anymore at this point. Excuse you. Oh. Mission, you could have this armor, so you could be even better with the gun you're using. Alrighty, with that serum, we're actually going to go all the way back up to Zelka, I think was his name, in Upper City, and make a cure. So I'll be right back. Well, on our way back to the Upper City, mission paused, wanted to talk.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I mean, game? You really need to stop having the characters ask me that when they're the ones that taught me that. Let me ask
Really?
more about you.
You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
How did you and Zalbar
Big
meet
C's
up?
my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Oh, trying to pick a fight with Wookiee? That doesn't sound smart. No! I forgot that was an option to say.
Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
Smacking a kid? Man, these people have no class.
Hey, don't treat me like I'm a little girl. I ain't no kid. I'm 14 years old. Those Volkers didn't scare me.
Okay.
They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance.
Maybe 14 is considered an adult in Star Wars universe, or in Twi'lek ages. I don't know.
And yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
What did the others do?
The other two screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens.
Girl, he's a
Just
Wookiee.
Stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
How did he end up on Terrace?
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type.
I
Doesn't
did
much matter
notice
to
because
me,
I
though.
don't
I
have him
accept him
with
for
me.
what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
God, that mindset. I feel that. How did you survive before you met Zalbar?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
That's-
You think I can't take care of myself?
No, that's not what I
I've got
meant.
street smarts.
I was just
I know how to
asking,
get
girl.
by on my own.
Girl.
In
I did not mean to
fact,
offend
I
you.
look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
The mean streets. You mean this narrow hallway? We should get back to our task.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
Brother?
My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Mission, stop relating to me so much. Or I should stop relating to Mission so much. Whatever. Anyway, time to go back to the surface. Apparently Mission wanted to talk once again. I'm just hitting all of the triggers for conversations, apparently.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
So, do I want to talk about your brother?
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that.
It's
I get
okay.
a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I want to tell you. Zalbar's a great listener, but it might be nice to talk about this with someone who doesn't reply in growls and grunts. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
So you were
I don't know
stowaways?
the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know.
Oh,
The only
Lord.
way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
What kind of problems does your brother have?
He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
Obviously, he didn't do a good enough job on the computer skills because your computer skill was, what, 3? You'd think you would be higher. Handy skills.
Yeah, Griff did right by me.
You have
I
like
really
the same
miss him
skills that I
since he
kind of have right
left.
now.
I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
Why did he leave?
He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Lena?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
There's so much I could say to that, but whatever. Let's just go back to the mission.
Okay, have it your way.
Carf, quit having a stroke. Alrighty, once again, we will be right back to go to the doctor. Oops.
Right?
God
You've been all over
damn
the
it,
galaxy,
Mish.
I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Tars compared to other
I just want to go
To be
get
honest,
the
Mission,
rakghoul
Terrace
serum.
we rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Tars ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big Z's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Calling the kettle black ice. Okay. Calm down.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, 'cause I don't need 'em.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
God, family, stop it. Anyway, for like the fourth time, I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are here. Hey Zelka, I have your
Welcome
cure.
back. Are you in need of healing
Or
or
I have the
medical
saying,
supplies?
to
I
make the
can treat you
cure.
right here at the center for almost any condition, except the rakghoul disease, of course.
You mean, I have the serum.
You have the serum? Impossible. How did you get this? No, wait.
I mean, I
don't
kinda just
really want to
found it
know.
off a dead body.
Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities.
I mean, absolutely. Here you go.
Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the rakghoul disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Terrace owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I could afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs.
Honestly, Zelka, keep your
You
reward.
truly have a noble and generous spirit.
Absolutely.
But you deserve something for your effort. I tell you what, I'll give you a discount whenever you shop at my store. It's the least I can do. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, I might as well see what
Of course.
you have besides medkits. Oh, I know. Do I actually have one of those? Like, just in my inventory? Really? You can't just casually just give me one for free? Alright, well I do need a couple of those anyway, so
Welcome to my medical... I even have a... Of course, I sell them at a very reasonable price.
Yes, thank you. I need to sell a
Of
couple
course.
of things, to buy a few rakghoul things. Can you just casually sell my medkits? Alright, so I'm just gonna like sell some stuff, buy like maybe 2 or 3 of the rakghoul serum, and then I'm gonna just meet you back at an undercity.
Are you ready to have a civil chat?
These
Or
two.
Is this gonna be another
I can't do
childish
anything
tantrum?
without these two like
Tantrum? I'm trying to
interrupting me.
apologize, you nerf herder. Ugh, I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you.
Aww. Look at you two making up
Mission,
like good
you
friends.
have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but He's not really one for words,
You know, you guys are really having conversations.
Mark.
It would feel
Well,
like
it's no big deal. I mean, I know
we
it is.
should have later in
Sometimes
the
you just
game.
need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that. Listen,
God,
you...
Carf.
Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth, for an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
Okay, thank you. They're good friends now, and they lived happily ever after. We'll be right back in the Undercity once again. Alrighty, we are finally back in the Undercity. I honestly expected, like, Carf just wanting to have a conversation too, since Mission had a couple.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back.
But I have the cure.
Your offer is generous, Upworlder, but the serum is useless to us now. The villagers infected with the rakghoul disease have been quarantined beyond this gate. At any moment, they could be transformed into terrible monsters. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into rakghouls and attack them at any moment.
Well, if I must be a fool to do it, then I'm a fool. I'm going through.
I can't stop you from going through the gates, Upworlder, but if the infected ones have already transformed into rakghouls, you'll be walking into your grave.
Look, I will be fine, hopefully.
Please, help us. We're infected with the rakghoul disease.
Rakghouls
At
are
any
really
moment
hard to
we
deal
could-
with. They hit hard, they're hard to
No!
hit, they inflict poison.
This cannot be- No!
I'm just gonna cash it.
Just die already.
Oh, thank God. They're actually... I'm not being hit. I'm not being poisoned. What is this witchcraft? Carf? Carf? Don't be... Oh, I see. He got up close to hit the other one. Okay. I will be using a lot of those.
Please, please, you have to help us. We beg you. We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us.
Absolutely.
We
That's
can't
why I'm
end up
here.
Like them.
I brought you the cure.
You have a cure? Please give it to me, please, quickly, before it's too late.
Here you go. Take this.
Quickly, I must inject it before it is too late. Yes,
I thought I could
feel
buy
it working.
multiple
I
of
feel
them,
the
but
disease
I only needed to
burning
buy one of
away.
the items.
It's like a miracle.
It's like-
I am cured. Thank you, Upworlder. You have saved us from a fate worse than death. I only wish I had some reward to give you. Maybe you can find something worthwhile in the wreckage of that Republic escape pod.
Public escape pod?
Not long ago, an escape pod crashed in the Undercity, far to the northeast of the village. We were going to try and salvage equipment from it, but we were attacked by the rakghouls and infected. I'd tell you more if I could, but our salvage team never reached the pod. It's probably still there, unless some of the other Upworlders already found it and picked it clean. We should go now, Upworlder. We're anxious to return to the village and see our families again. Thank you once again for everything
No
you've
problem.
done.
Just stay absolutely safe and away from those things. Because just because you're cured, I don't think that makes it to where you can't get the thing again. Ah, that was nice. Excuse me. Oh my God, this place is kind of... It's like a big square, but somehow it's also like a maze to me. It's just... Alrighty. All that's left to do is keep exploring the Undercity. Oop, I don't know where I'm walking. Let's see. Let's see about going this direction. Oh, I almost said south, but that's not south. That's clearly going north. But oh well. Hey, is that Candace? What the hell is he doing down here?
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rakghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Are you threatening me?
Mandalorians don't make threats. We make promises. But I'm just trying to give you a friendly warning. This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with rakghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Candace, I heard something.
You guys have
Over
a
there in the
crap
shadows.
ton of guns.
Sounded like a rakghoul.
Okay, I get these things are fast, but like...
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready,
fast?
boys.
Are they faster than your bullets?
Yeah! Now,
Useless AI, one-shotting and getting one shot.
Damn. I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the rakghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
Well, I better get... Where the hell is my mouse? Excuse me? Whatever.
Come on,
Better
boys,
get
let's
going.
move out.
That was really weird. What? Oh, he had one survivor, really? Ah, look at the damage! Hex here. When I hit, I actually do damage. But these guys are doing...
How'd you like that?
They're being way more effective than I am. Oh, shoot. And no. Oh well, I don't really need to be effective. I can just sit here and be a tank while like these two just gun everything down, because these things are very dangerous to deal with and can easily, and I mean easily, kill your team. Oh, I should really... I'm gonna use grenades. I really should be switching to car.
Take that!
Jeez, I don't even care what I'm missing. Just focus on me. Kind of inadvertently being a tank, but I kind of wanted to just smack things real hard with the sword. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta be a tank. What's this? The journal. No. It's a new item. The journal details the search for the Promised Land, carried out by Rukill's apprentice. Most of the entries are mundane, however, the last entry is quite interesting. I've uncovered evidence that the others have been seeking out the fabled land, and their tracks have led me into the sewers. I have decided I must go there as well. Okay, well. Apparently there's a mine there. Single computer part. I could. Do I have... Mission, do you have any repair parts or repair skills? Because I don't. Yeah, I don't. Carf, do you repair? Nope. We do not have enough repair to actually do this. Aww. I would like to have a droid just walk around and blast the rakghoul.
Huh?
Shouldn't do have demolition. Do you have enough that we could do this? Yes! Mission, you're awesome! Because even if I'm not using the mines, they are always good to just pick up if you can, because they can be sold for a nice chunk of money. And since I am a lightside playthrough, money is going to be a major concern throughout the game. Well, not really a major, it's going to be a concern throughout the game, because you're just not doing a lot of terrible things to get money. And as we've already shown numerous times, we're either giving money away or like passing it up. Hey Rukill, I found your apprentice's journal. You said to tell I can't speak. You said to give it to you or to tell you about it. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I just went the long way. Wait. No, I didn't.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
Sir, this is a conversation between me and Rukill. Please move away. Unfortunately, sir, your apprentice is dead.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the promised land.
Okay.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rukill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people.
Sorry.
And now you must learn it too.
Oh, my throat. Oh, that. Okay, tell me about your people.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago,
sounds unfortunate.
rising levels of
Oh,
toxic
daylight.
pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Terrace, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose
Are
up against
rude.
this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the undercity was born.
Okay. Is this why you're down here?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Taris, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
What is this promised land?
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues
Yeah,
hinting at its
that's what I was thinking
location.
too.
The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
I have one of the journals.
Yes, Upworlder. Well done. However, I see that this journal alone does not have enough clues for me to solve this mystery. Too many pieces are still missing. I'm afraid that only with all three journals, my grandfather's, my father's, and my apprentice's, will I be able to discover the location of the Promised Land. I will leave this journal with you for safekeeping for now. Perhaps it will aid you in your search for the others. I wish you luck, Upworlder, for the sake of the entire village.
Okay. Well, we'll do our best to find this promised land. And with this is a good stopping point for now. I hope everybody had a good time. Tell me in the future. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to stay fabulous.
I saw you
hold on.
talking with Rukill. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, Most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh, don't worry, I'll make this quick. I've got an offer that might be worth your while. For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rukill ever finds his promised land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
That's horrible.
Don't judge me. I learned a long time ago that if I want to survive down here, I've got to look out for number one. The two explorers who went searching for the Promised Land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rukill's apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rukill's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me.
No, forget it.
Don't be a fool. I'm the only one here who can pay you for those journals. Rukill has nothing. He won't be able to come up with any kind of reward.
Sometimes you don't need money as a reward.
Just bring them to me.
Just
and
the
I'll
fact
give
that you did a good
decent
thing is the reward itself.
Now, was there something else you needed?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway. Ouch. I hope everybody had a good time.